Hey, how's it going everybody? Cub Fan here, and welcome to Redstone Week, day number 3. Today we are looking at doors. But these are not just any regular old doors, these are super fancy doors. So let's go ahead and take a look at these, and then I'll show you how to build some of them at the end. So first up, we got the fancy magic double doors. So we hit this button, 2 doors open up at the same time, and yeah, they stay open indefinitely until you walk through. Just like that, and then they close behind you. And then of course, you know, you step on the pressure plates to go back through. But pretty cool concept there. So that way, you don't have a button where you face plant right into the door each time. Let me just go down and show you the redstone here. So, pretty straightforward. Just basically has a piston, a repeater, and yeah, then a repeater to power the other door. So that's the magic double door. Here we have the magic single door. Very straightforward here in terms of the redstone. These cauldrons are both filled, by the way, in these doors. And then a torch on the side here, and yeah, it does the same thing as the double door, but obviously is quite a bit smaller, takes up a lot less room. This is what I use in my single player Let's Play world, right here. This one is another version of the magic double doors. It does have a different animation. The right one opens, and then the left one opens soon after that. And some people like that, some people don't. I kind of prefer the other one where it's, yeah, a bit cleaner animation, but this is the redstone for that one. Just uses comparators and a few torches here to get the doors to open and close, and then of course the pressure plates to open the door as well there. This here is the instant double doors. Whoops, let me go ahead and get there. There we are. So as you can see, instant double doors. This design has been around for quite some time now. Redstone is very, very basic, just, you know, yeah, basically just redstone dust and 2 comparators. And yeah, they open up pretty much instantaneously. And yeah, it's really consistent. But the flaw of this is that if you have this outside, mobs can, yeah, use this as well. So be careful if you use that design. This design here is the troll door. You can see here you expect it to open the door, but it does not. And you have to know how these plates work. So to open this door, you have to actually throw another item on the ground and then walk through. Of course, it does work fine on this side, but yeah, a lot of people don't use these gold pressure plates for anything, so I thought it would be kind of cool to make a door with just that logic. So yep, this one's also very straightforward. You just have to have 2 pieces of redstone before this repeater here, and that opens the door. So there's that one. This one is actually kind of a unique door that I designed. This is actually a door that opens only during the day, and it opens automatically. So let me just show you here. So if I type in, so right now it's high noon. So if I type in time set 1300, so it's at sunset. See, the sun is just falling below the horizon here. And then if we go to, say, time, let's say 13,500. Ta-da! The door closes automatically, and yeah, you can see the sun is now set. And then we'll go to, say, midnight here, and I'll show you it's still closed. There we are, midnight. Okay, and yeah, the door remains closed. And then at 2300, the sun will start to come up, and yeah, the sun is now starting to come up, and the door opens. There is a slight delay between the time when mobs start to burn and when this door opens. So just be aware of that if you do decide to use this. But the redstone here is really straightforward. Let me just bust in here and show you. So we have a inverted daylight sensor. We have a signal strength of 14 coming from a power source on this side. And then it just goes to a yeah, piece of dust there. And then that is inverted here by that torch, and that opens and controls the door. So that is that design there. Let me just go ahead and set the time back to midday. There we are. Okay. And so this one here, this is actually an invisible door. A lot of people used to use fences for that, but you can't use fences for this anymore. That's how it works. Yeah, you can't walk through it beforehand, but yeah, you just hit that button and then you can. This is probably the simplest door out of all of these. It's simply a fence gate and a piece of redstone dust So that's super simple and pretty useful actually, because mobs can't get through that, but you can. So yeah, very useful invisible door there. This one here is a design by Red Phosphorus. This doesn't actually use redstone. I just thought it was really cool. So this one, you simply right click here and then dismount, and yeah, you go through a wall, and of course it works by using 3 snow layers and a minecart. So let me just show you, it works in another direction as well. So you just click here and then shift to get out of the minecart, and voila, you're in a different room. So very cool, very simple to build as well. Okay, this next door is actually pretty unique. This is actually a snowball activated door, so if it's daytime you throw the snowball at this redstone ore block. If it's nighttime you throw it at this one. So I'll just show you here. There we go. So that opens it. And the only disadvantage of this door is that this ore block has a random cooldown time for whenever it gets an update. And yeah, that can be anywhere from a few seconds to about a minute or so. And so let me just go ahead and I will pick this block. Actually, you can't pick that block right now. Yep, so basically it works when you update the redstone ore block. Light can then go through it, and I'll just show you some of the logic down here. It's going to break the door, but that's fine. So basically what we're doing here is we are comparing signals from 2 different daylight sensors. One over the redstone ore block and one sort of isolated over here. And then we compare the signals from the 2, and whenever the 2 are different, the 2 signals are different, then yeah, basically it results in an output, and we turn that output into a signal that can open the door. So that's how that works. It's pretty straightforward. But I actually haven't seen anybody do it in game yet. So yeah, yeah, and you saw it right there. It cooled down and yeah, closed the door. Okay, and just to show you, it also works at night. This side you'll see doesn't do anything, even though if you update the redstone, it starts to twinkle. But if you hit this one at night, then yeah, the door opens then. Again, it has a random cooldown time, so it's not really ideal. I'd probably use the day one if anything. But yeah, it's kind of a neat trick and kind of unique. This just uses the same logic as this side, except with inverted daylight sensors. Now, let's go ahead and set the time back to day. There we are. And you can also use the same principle here to make a nether portal that can be lit without any player input. So if you just walk over either one of these 2 blocks here, I'll just show you, it lights a nether portal for you. So yeah, that's kind of cool. You could definitely use this with something like my quad portal design. I have a tutorial on that. I highly recommend it. But yeah, the same principle applies with what you saw over here with how this door works to this portal here. So now let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and build some of these designs here. So give me a second here and we'll start to build a couple of these. Alright, first one we're going to build here is the magic single door that stays open indefinitely when you press that button. So come on over here to where you want to build, place down your door, go ahead and make a nice little door frame just like so. Place a button there and a pressure plate on the inside. And then go ahead and drop down beneath where your button is, break out a block like so, place a piston facing downward, cauldron there, then go ahead and fill that cauldron with some water, just like that. Next up, you'll come down 2 blocks and place a comparator facing away from the cauldron, put it in subtraction mode. Then go ahead and put a block in front like that. Place a torch down right there. You'll see the door sort of jumps open and closes again. And then place 3 blocks on this side with redstone dust on top. And that's it. You are done. Check and make sure it works. So there you go. It's staying open. And then, yeah, walk through and it closes behind you. Very nice. Next up, we'll build the double version of the magic door here. So it's very similar to the first design, just slightly different. You'll see I already put down some doors here. We're going to come out 2 blocks right here, and we'll place a button down on the side right there. Then drop down, grab a sticky piston, put it facing down directly underneath of the block below the button. and place a cauldron down, place water in that cauldron, then grab some blocks. You're going to want to come down here and place a comparator on subtraction mode facing out of the cauldron. Block in front of that like so, and on top of that block go ahead and place down a torch. Then come out one more over here, place a repeater right there, and a block in front of that with dust on it, and then that dust should lead into a block with a torch on it. Now come around to the back side here. You're going to place 4 blocks just like so, and then redstone on all 4 of those. And now all you have to do is place down your pressure plates up top. 1, 2. And now you are done. So let's go ahead and test it. So hit this. And yeah, it stays open indefinitely until we walk through. Next up we got the invisible door. This is probably the simplest one of all. Probably the simplest door ever made, actually. Break out 2 blocks beneath this like so. Put 2 blocks down so you can place things on them. Then we'll come here, place redstone dust right there, beneath a block with a button on it. Fence gate there, carpet on top, and you are done. So that is the invisible door, and make sure to put a button on the other side so you can get back through. Okay, so now I'll show you how to build the redstone ore door, and just a quick note, the nether portal works exactly the same as the redstone ore door, just the redstone ore I put in a different spot right next to each other. So, yeah, also this door can be opened by a lot of different methods, so you can place like a torch on it, a regular torch on it, and it'll open. You can also use like a bow, tripwire hook, flint and steel, pretty much anything. You can even place like a block here. That should open it. Yep, there we go. And then you can also, if you were in survival, for instance, let me just reset this. If you're in survival, you can go up and just punch the ore block like that. That'll cause it to open. So there's a lot of different methods you can open this door with. It's pretty useful. So let me go ahead and switch to creative again. And yeah, let's go ahead and build this door. So again, place a door frame down. 2 blocks on either side of the door. Go ahead and dig down a little ways. This right one will be our nighttime sensor, so just invert the daylight sensor here. Then come over 3 blocks, invert that one. Then we'll have 3 dusts like that, 3 dusts like that, and a comparator on subtraction mode. Come back to your door, come over 2 blocks here, and then dig down here on the the 3rd one here. Place a daylight sensor down there. Come over 3 blocks, and on the 4th one, place a daylight sensor right there. Dust like that, and then go ahead and place another comparator down on subtraction mode. Dust in the middle of those, then we'll have a repeater, and that will go into a block with a torch on top like that. And so that's it, done right there. Now all we have to do is go in and fill in all the spots here. Make sure to leave some open spots above these daylight sensors, because that's where we'll put our redstone ore. And yeah, try to separate these daylight sensors as much as you can with blocks. So try and fill in everything with blocks here. So we'll just do that now. Okay, so once you have that filled in below, now all we have to do is go ahead and place some redstone ore blocks directly over your daylight sensors, both of them, and then fill in the areas like this, just like so, and there you go. Now you go ahead and test it. If you have a situation where you update it and it closes, what you want to do is you want to actually break the door and place the door in so that it's open like that. So now whenever the ore is not active, it closes, and then whenever you activate it again, it opens up. So that's going to be all for me today, guys. Really enjoying this redstone week thus far, and hope you guys are too. So thank you very much for watching. This has been Cupfan. Goodbye.